Hertig, and I do the grooming here, or part of the grooming at Tahoe Donner cross country skiing.
I'm Ryan Murray. I'm a snowcat operator and a ski patroller for Tahoe Donner cross country. All right,
Ryan is going to get in, and he's going to show us all the different blade functions, starting with the wings. We have one wing, and these are all operated by the joystick, pushing different buttons. Then you have from side to side. Then you have the curl, depending on how much snow you want to pick up. And then you of course have the up and down and side to side this way. You can go all the way down, lift the cat up. All right, that's the blade functions. Very important for the operation of the cat and the success of the grooming. Doing a lot of blade work to keep things level, and also to rough up the surface when it's very, very hard surface, to be able to process it in the tiller, which we're going to take a look at here. Here we have the tracks. We call these the grousers. And we also on this machine have ice cocks that prevents you from slipping sideways. And then you have, of course, the wheels underneath that are solid rubber. And back here we got the tiller with what we call the dumb weirs. They can help you out when it comes to making tight turns so you don't leave grouser marks. We have the cutter bar right here that you can set. You have different speeds on it depending on the snow. You have different pressure down, medium or up pressure for different snows. You also have the different cuts. So now these are the finishers or the combs that gives us the corduroy, which is a little bit different than downhill. These are a little bit finer corduroy than the downhill has. Downhill has more like this. A little bit wider, a little bit different cut than we do. And then you have the track pans for the classic skiing. And all of it is of course operated by just the push of a button. So you're going to see the cutter bar start spinning and processing snow. So he just now set the RPM, driving with 2 sticks. And you can set a track pan. He's going to set 2 track pans. And the track pans also have pressure down if it's harder conditions, so we get a nice deep track. Okay. So here I'm setting the RPM at activate the tiller, let go of the brake, drop the tiller, and go. Now we're heading up to the upper mountain. We're going to go ahead and do a loop on Andromeda and out to far side. So yeah, we'll be gone for a couple hours. Yeah, this is a popular little downhill here. It's White Lightning, we call it. Of course, this is very easy to get a good surface because you really don't have to use the blade to break up the snow. The cutter bar, the tiller, and the combs will do the surface for you, pretty much. If it was 15 degrees now, we would really have to chew this up. So you close that flap a little bit, hold the snow, it will break up the ice chunks, and basically put out dust. When it gets wet or warmer, all of a sudden now, if you're driving in a decent speed and then you come into the slush and you have to either speed up or be less aggressive, because otherwise you're going to drag snow clumps. It's easy to pick up snow clumps. Right now we are on Boot Hill, coming up on Sundance Hut. For these cats, we want to have at least a foot of packed snow, because it varies, and also we have most of the trails or some of the trails are roads with trees on one side and the hillside on the other, and that road may be 12 feet wide, and then you're putting a 17-foot tiller on it. It's almost impossible if you don't have snow deep enough that brings it up so that the hillside gets wider, because you can't move the trees. Upper Crazy Horse, and to the right you have your valley, where Ryan is going to groom down there. Got a bunch of trails down there. So now we're going up to the upper mountain here. This is some pretty clouds. And we got about 2 inches of fresh snow up here on the far side. We got a little bit of drifting going on that we're going to blade off, but right now it's okay. And I have the tiller set pretty light because of the snow up here. It's a little drifty, got a little bit of snow, and it's wet. So if I have it too aggressive, then the wet snow can clump up in the tiller and make big ruts, and the skiers don't like that. Right here we have some drifts that I'm going to take down. We got that weird flat light right now too. You can't really see any details in the snow. Trying to blade those drifts in, and as you can see, there's not much snow up here left. Trying to bring some of that snow on the inside there to make it a little bit more level. And we got some foot traffic up here. People love to come in from the Glacier Way, and they walk up here and they walk on our trails, even though we have please no foot traffic signs. And here I'm going to lift up the tiller because we have very little snow, and my turnaround is right over here. And going back. Dropping the tiller again, I'm safe, no rocks. Got some dark clouds moving in. Hopefully we get some more snow. And yeah, it looks pretty good.